Hi, my name is Dana Brown, and for my vlog final, I'm going to be reviewing the 1996 adaptation of Romeo and Juliet, directed by Baz Luhrmann. Now, back in early November, my high school was putting on a stage adaptation of Romeo and Juliet, and they were trying to go with a modern view as well. They changed the costumes of the characters, they made their gestures seem more modern, and they got rid of any props you would see from that era. Now, they did make the set look Elizabethan, and they kept the original language to give that Shakespearean vibe. And this made me want to see this modern rendition of the film. Now, going into it, I could immediately see Baz Luhrmann's style of directing. He has a very intense vision. Big, bright, blinding colors, fast-paced camera work, and big clunky set pieces. The cars in this movie looked like giant living Hot Wheels. This all came together to give a high-octane action movie vibe, which really worked if this were maybe a Fast and Furious movie, not the tragedy of Romeo and Juliet. Romeo and Juliet is the story of two young lovers that come together, and when they do, their lives begin to fall apart. And I think Luhrmann was trying to focus too much on that fact of the story. He uses quick zooms and weird angles in these quick zooms and ridiculous amount of jump cuts to give this blood-rushing, heart-pumping feel of, I need to pay attention or I'm going to miss something awesome happen. And that's a feel I would expect from a Transformers movie, not a Shakespearean love story. And Romeo and Juliet feel like secondaries because of it. Their scenes, Leonardo DiCaprio and Claire Danes have fantastic chemistry. And whenever it's the two of them, it's great. Their scenes are short, sweet, intimate, and very serious. But because of the fast-paced feel of the rest of the movie, the scenes feel awkward and out of place. I do respect that he tried to give this sense of isolation, that nothing could come between them, and when they were together, it was the two of them in this together, nothing else. It didn't matter what was going on around them. And that worked in that sense, but because they were my favorite scenes to watch, everything else felt weirdly reckless, and it was just kind of awkward and disappointing. Now, I did love, though, as I said, Romeo and Juliet, they were my favorite parts of the film. And I loved Luhrmann's metaphor of water with Romeo. Every time Romeo was wet, Juliet was about to be around the corner. When we're first introduced to Juliet, she's face deep in the bathtub, and the camera is under the water with her at an interesting angle. When Romeo is about to meet Juliet for the first time, it's the same thing. He's face deep in the sink, the camera's at the same angle, and then he gets out, looks to his right, and there's a fish tank. On the other side of the fish tank is Juliet, and that's the first time they meet. The next time they're together is the balcony scene, and they're together swimming in the pool. And the next time is the time Romeo is sneaking into her house because he's banished. He's drenched from the rain. When he's sneaking out that morning to get away, he falls into the pool. And even when Romeo kills Tybalt, Juliet is nowhere in the scene. But Tybalt is Juliet's cousin. That's the connection. And when Romeo kills him, Tybalt's body falls into a well pool. It's this interesting metaphor that I don't fully understand, but I respected it. I love that every time Romeo was wet, I knew that Juliet was about to appear in the scene. And it was really cool. This movie had an interesting director, and he has great visual effects and choices. I just feel like it wasn't the right fit for this movie 100%. Would I watch it again? Yes. But I wish it would have done better because I'm a theater kid and I love Romeo and Juliet. Thank you very much.